Sir, former professor, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University, and King Saud University, Saudi Arabia. I welcome all the faculty members from various reputed institutions. Let me introduce a brief profile of Professor Dr. Masthan sir, formerly worked as a professor of human resource management, acted as a consultant HR and training with and Deanship of Quality Assistance and Academic Accreditation, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University, with the College of Business Administration, King Saudi University, Saudi Arabia, Al University College, and Kawaz International College, United Arab Emirates. Sir has vast experience and he founded a Center for Leadership Research and Development, CLRD, a consulting entity in 2012, Hyderabad, India. The activities engaged by CLRD draw support from many leading consulting professionals across the globe, completed seminal study best practices for urban corporation banks, consulted works for Minister of Labor and Employment Government of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana in bridging skill gap in technical ITI students and for Ministry of Corporation, and also saw work for Tamil Nadu in suggesting best practices for urban cooperative banks also. Currently mentoring educational institutions in adopting global best practices in quality assurance and accreditation. And here, he is also proficient in institutional development activities such as promoting academic and industry collaborations, bridging skill gap, students, faculty development, strategic planning and development, competency-based curriculum development, introduction of market-driven academic programs and certifications in enhancing students' admissions at institutions. Before handing over the session to the speaker, I would like to give a couple of instructions to the participants. In order to conduct the session in an uninterrupted way, all the participants are muted. Kindly cooperate with us. After the speaker completes his talk, time will be provided for question and answers. Time will be provided for question and answers. Participants shall be unmuted as they raise their hand. Feedback link will be shared with you before the question and answer session. So kindly fill it. Let's start the session. Over to the resource person, Professor Dr. Masthan sir, today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Share the, I can share the screen, sir.
Yes, sir. I'll make a host, sir, so that you can share it, sir. Yes, sir. Your PPT visible.
Now it is visible in the slideshow mode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll proceed, sir. Thank you very much, Rajesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Rajesh sir and Prashanti madam and other representatives from the Samskruti School of Business. Indeed, this has given me an opportunity to meet all of you because I am also like you as a faculty. So I have a background of academics only. I did not work in an industry, but over a period of time of 30 years of journey in academics, I too have faced many challenges in adopting appropriate methodologies. I mean the teaching learning methods. Okay, with this little, as Sarah already has given you the profile, so let me go ahead with my objective also. So this is the session plan that I have planned. Okay, I am not explaining anything now on this slide. I am not discussing now. So focus of our discussions, I just request all of you to understand what I intended in this session. I like to share my experiences and how I have to adopt some teaching learning methodologies. Probably most of the teaching learning methodologies are experiential learning methodologies. So I have to adopt it for the circumstances only. So sometimes we plan something but context, the situation demands certain things. So we have to adjust and we have to be more adaptable and flexible and be apt to the situation. Now, this is what the crux of the game. I am not here to provide you theoretical knowledge, but I like to share with you my personal experiences with the pedagogies. Yesterday, Dr. Shahnaz was mentioning about some of the teaching learning methods, experiential learning methods. So I worked with first. My journey was started with an academic institute. It is based in Hindupur in Andhra Pradesh, where I worked in a management department as a faculty. So there, my job was as an assistant professor, taking sessions and etc. Whatever the academic activities. So at that point of time, Hindupur is Hindupur in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh. It has a unique presence of some textile mills and corporate environment. Corporate environment is more of a textile mills. In three directions, you have a three spinning mills. So to impart good learning to the students, I used to visit. Hello, I used to visit corporates. Corporates means spinning mills. At one point of time, I find with one of my friends who was working as a general manager, a young guy was sitting there, and I asked him, "Who is he?" And he won't introduce him. Indeed, he said that he's going to be our MD. Say, I visited general manager, and adjacent there is a young guy who is sitting there. He's an MD. MD is a above GMs. So he's the owner representative. What their company thought was, let him know how GMs are working. So he was sent to all at least selected spinning mills to understand how GM, what type of circumstances the GM will work, what situations he will face, how they handle. So for observation purpose, they have sent this young guy. So job shadowing is you shadow the person, real job holder, and to learn how he delivers the functions. I hope you understand job shadowing. Then the one concept which I have observed is, so this is one journaling. Journaling resembles maintenance of diaries where key incidents or key learnings are noted down, and they will go back to the work environment after the training, and they try to see how practically they can implement these ideas. So I find one professor. I used to visit IIM Bangalore, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. There, one professor by name, his name is Agarwal, NM Agarwal, he's a retired. And at that time, my friend was mentioning about him that his training methodologies are very much successful because he asked the all participants to maintain a diary, and they have to write a diary, and they have to, after going back also, they have to submit how this learning has helped them. So both to bridge, to make the theory and practical work also, this concept is, then I have read his, it's called a paper, research paper also on the same method. So These two methods I have observed when I was in the Management Institute. Then I moved to, fortunately, I got an opportunity to work with the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperation, and I was selected as a faculty. I worked with the NCCT. It is called a training organization, National Council for Cooperative Training and Cooperative Training. It is based in New Delhi, but we have the regional offices located in state capitals. So first, my posting was in Bhopal. So I am from Andhra Pradesh. So I have to work in the Bhopal city in a training institute, NCC training institute. There I observed. There first they have given us first a field study to understand how the state level entities will work. So as a faculty, I have learned how experiential learning will help by a field study, 1 week study, visiting of two, three big state level organizations like Madhya Pradesh State Cooperative Bank and the Land Development Bank, Cooperative Federation. So after spending 2 days with the organization, I also learned how our organization works. Because I am from a teaching background, when I moved to a training background, they sent us to a field study. So there I observed. It was a bitter experience for me also as a trainer, because my trainees, they like people who deliver lecture in Hindi. That is a local language or a national language. So, but I am not comfortable in teaching in Hindi. So I had to face difficulties while delivering execution of the training. But I learned the training methodologies like designing of the training program, how a designing of training program have to be done. I have learned from my peers only. Nobody has taught us, but I have learned from the peers. It's called peer learning. Then, when I had to design one training program, I was I did two training programs, special programs, which I remember. One is for a milk cooperative societies, where I went along with my faculty, other faculty, to understand how milk cooperative society in the rural areas work. And we stayed for 2 days, and we have verified their books of records and what type of, how they account the financial transactions. So indeed, I am also a commerce student. So we have learned double entry system, debit, credit, and all these things. But that is not being implemented in practice. It's only single entry system where the money is coming from, to whom we should pay. Like this, a single entry system, like a entrepreneur or a owner. Then I have visited. I had to design one training program for a bank. So I also spent one whole day meeting the chairman and knowing from him what are his expectations. And I also met the job holders. So the job holders try to explain what they want and how they work. So with this, I also perfected myself in training. And later, I have designed nearly 45 to 50 different training programs, which were at state level, and one national conference also I have organized. And unfortunately, though as I am from a management background, I tried to adapt case studies, but at the time in the training session, it's a 3 days training session. Every session is a very crucial. So there is no time for adopting of some methodologies also. Particularly when you are giving training, particularly for adults, what adults think is not unlike our students. They know their job. They know how they have to function. But what always they look at a trainer is how this training session is going to help me and how it is going to help my functions. How can I better perform in my job? So it's a challenging task to satisfy a trainee, because you can talk anything, you can talk subject related things with with the students. They will learn it, and they don't know. They come with a zero base. They learn it. But here in the training session, already they have some learnings. And so you have to face these challenges, and our methodologies also have to be molded. So we used to do field study, field visit. We used to take these trainees to the visit the organizations to make them understand how other organizations are adopting best practices. My friends, I feel, I hope you might be aware of this 70-20-10 principle. This is one of the successful principle in the learning. Particularly, many corporates also adopt. What it says is, you learn only 10% in the classroom, and the 20% you learn from your environment, like when you are meeting with the peers, friends, you learn 20% of your learning takes place. And 70% of learning takes place when you work on the job. That means job provides you a lot of challenges. Your effective learning takes place. 70% of effective learning takes place while you are on the job. So really it criticizes the classroom teaching, class teaching. That means class teaching effect is only 10%. Rest is you have to practice and you have to learn. Then I spent nearly 8 years in the training institute. So out of this reading, publications and all these things, we spent 3 years for a study, and we have surveyed 117 banks in the country covering the 11 states. So we brought this as a book. It is exclusively for the best practices being adopted in 117 cooperative banks located in 11 states. So just for your idea, I have provided the first page of the book. Then regarding related to pedagogies, I served with King South University. Fortunately, I got selected as a professor because of my publications. They selected me over phone itself in telephone interview. I had an opportunity to work with the one of the leading universities, old university in Saudi Arabia. It is called King Saud University. It is the second largest university, and the peculiarity of the when I joined there, I faced a cultural shock because I am from India. Our brought up and our learning is in a different style. So I try to adopt the same style in the King Saud University with my students. But the students there, they are not very good in English because of their education systems. Unlike here, their English medium education starts from the 8th class. So they are weak in English. So they feel headache when I'm talking to them in English. And that is one headache with a teacher like me. And the other problems I also faced is, see, it's a mixed, it is a world-class university where faculties are drawn from different nationalities. Around 37 nations, the faculties are they join together for in serving the Kings of the University academics. So some teachers, particularly from Egyptian teachers from Egypt, they used to give objective questions so that it will be very easy for the student to answer and tick mark and get the score.
ఐడెంటిఫై చేసినట్టుంది సార్.
Okay.
Sir, kindly mute it, sir, because I
సార్
need a
నువ్వు
post.
చూసినట్టుంది,
Just mute
ఐడెంటిఫై
it, sir.
చేసినట్టుంది. కొత్త నేను తక్కువ మన బ్యాచ్ ఉన్నట్టుంది, ఆమె నాకు ఎక్కడ చూసినట్టు గుర్తొస్తుంది.
Okay, sir. Kindly ask them to move, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, this first time I have adopted these methods because the students were not comfortable with English, and they don't like if you give a analytical questions, they hesitate to, they dislike you. Though they like your behavior, but because of your teaching methodologies, they used to change from my course to other courses. See, the teachers have an option, students have an option. When the same course is being taught by two, three professors, they will move to as a teacher who is very easily conducts the exams and liberally gives the marks. So I changed my methodology also. I did one first time an experiment called open book test. See, there in King Saud University, entire 100 marks are with us, not with the university, because it's an independent university. So total 100 marks I can give. So I can design how many marks to be given to a test or a presentation, all these things. I have to justify it with a transparent evaluation. So I have adopted open book test. Here is a just a glimpse. If it is able, I am able to play. Maybe I think I have to play in a different way. Let me see.
What happened to you for this open book test?
It was in the year 2010. It's my class.
This test is intended for
It's a 1 hour test.
information in the book. Okay? Information in the book. I want you to read. The chapter 1 and chapter 3 are the scope of study. From this chapter 1, chapter 3 only, I have set 5 questions. Each question carry 1 mark. Right? And what I have asked for, read, understand, Pakara, then look the pages. Sometime I ask examples. With examples means your mind. Examples from your mind. From many web sources of the Mushkila. You have to give. Okay? You can use your mobile or anything. Books are there. The time is 1 hour. The 1 hour will start now.
Let me
Inshallah. The time is
close it,
now
sir.
my time, 8:35. I'm starting 1 hour test. Okay? 5 marks. Okay? All the best with a big to all of you. Go ahead.
So here I like to tell you the problems problems faced. Because if we say that you memorize and you have to write a short or a midterm test, they'll feel so much uneasy that you are giving them headache because they don't enjoy your they cannot because they are not comfortable with the English and preparation and again writing an exam with the expectations of a teacher, it will be very difficult. So I changed methodologies and I conducted a easy 10 marks test for a open book test where I asked provided everything, asked them to bring their own books and material. I told them which chapter I am going to cover. They can see and they can write in a 1 page for a simple questions. So that is how my experiment with the learning methodologies. And moving on to next methodology, hope we all adopt project-based learning. And as Saudi students, they are well connected. Their business wise, they are well connected. So I gave them a questionnaire and I asked them to visit the industry and come with their answers and present their findings. So in 10-15 minutes, see, they are good in talkative. They can talk fluently in English because they also learn English from UK. They go to UK and learn and come back. So they are comfortable, but writing is difficult for them. So project-based learning is widely adopted. I adopted in my courses and I was successful also. It's also an experiential learning method. Then just I am sharing with you with a humbleness. I did one big conference in Saudi Arabia. It is in the capital city of Saudi Arabia, where uh, 1 second, my sorry. Uh, Hope you are seeing the small slide or slideshow, sir.
Yes, sir. Partial slide I'm seeing, sir. Full mode I'm not seeing, sir. If it is convenient for you, you can go ahead, sir. Otherwise, you can.
No issue, sir. One second.
Hmm.
Maybe I am not finding that icon. It's
Sir,
okay.
here down right side, one TV mode is there, sir. TV mode. Zoom left side. Zoom left side. Down.
Left side down.
Zoom left side. One TV mode is there. TV mode.
TV mode.
Yeah. That if you click
Control.
means it will come.
Acha.
But it is clearly appearing, sir. For me, it is clearly appearing whatever you are projecting.
Then it's okay, sir. I don't understand. So this is one conference, sir, which I have done. Sir, as I have been trained, my background is I blended myself with teaching, then I moved to training. So that gave me a confidence of organizing a training. First time in King Saud University, I have given a proposal. For that, they have sanctioned nearly 3 lakh riyals, maybe 30 lakhs grant they have provided. And with that financial assistance, we could organize a best HR practice in GCC, banks in GCC, sir. It was a 2 days conference. And indeed, I am humble also to share with you that it was done in 2010, sir. Now it is 2024. And even my friends are also mentions to me that after that event, this event, never such event was held in the King Saud University. So this is one feedback which my friend, who is an Indian, he was sharing with me when I asked him what are the developments of late. Okay, sir. Just to inform you, sir. Then me, see, as a trainer or an academician, you also have to be trained. So I joined as a consultant in another university, world-class university, where I worked with a quality division like a NAC accreditation or a WCSB, where I was working towards as a consultant, and I developed a risk management, a handbook for the university. It's a very big university, sir. Nearly it consists of 3,400 faculties and staff, around 40 or 60,000 students. So in that university, I was fortunate to work with that university. Then I also do like a learning by walking around, and I used to visit. I visited one Gulf Medical University, which is one of the private medical university, which is very much popular in Dubai. That means Dubai means UAE environment. So here our Indians were. It is indeed it is founded by one Indian, Malabari. So this is one of the leading universities, sir. Just for your information. So these are all the learnings that I have done. I experienced as a faculty trainer, then as a consultant, then as a consultant to some universities, sir. With this, just a little background, I like to give some research insights also, because, sir, just for your information only, I have published nearly around 50 articles. But if you ask me how many Scopus indexed articles means, I cannot answer, because at that time we did it. My PhD was in 1995. So afterwards, 50 articles I have published. So with all these things background, I have also guided 4 PhDs, and in the human resource management, and one PhD is on. I helped one PhD on experiential learning. So I like to share the research results of one experiential learning study, and it is linked to employability skills, sir. So here is, we have chosen some important experiential learning methods, and we try to see how it impact the employable skills. So this is only a cross tabulation that we have done. What I'm showing is a work. Now I'm showing you the widely practiced experiential learning methods. Perhaps you may agree or you may disagree also. These are all the widely practiced experiential learning methods, sir. Role play is very much is in use. Next is group discussions, seminars, case study, mock interviews. This is from a survey of nearly 10 business schools, sir. Moving on, the least practiced, that means the least attempted experiential learning methods are these: trade shows, student clubs, industrial visits and interactions, and movie-based learning. We went with some nearly 13 teaching methods, 13 experiential learning methods. Of them, this is based on the score obtained by the methods. Now, in the order, role play, it impacts at least 5 skills, 5 employable skills: group discussions, student clubs. Okay, sir. Hello, Rajesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Learning from sir.
Sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
just as a trainer, as I have some element of training, I used to share my experiences with the faculties, my peers, my faculties like you,
Sure,
wherever
sir.
I visit.
Yes, sir.
Recently, I have done 2 FDPs. It's only a 2 hour session in 2 colleges, 2 degree colleges. Just I'm sharing with you what they said, what they feel about it.
Very, yes,
Ask
yes, sir.
them.
I'm seeing, sir. Seeing. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I asked around 27 faculties of degree colleges. They mentioned that this is how they responded. The count is how popular a particular ELM is. So the same thing is presented here in graphical presentation. So seminars is a widely used method by degree colleges. Sir, you are teaching now MBA. I'm talking about the degree colleges, faculties who are teaching commerce and management.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Just to make you understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 second. Those seminars, role plays, seminars is the widely used, role plays, then group discussions, mock interviews, business pitches, case analysis. Maybe
Is
it
it
will
survey
be,
analysis, sir? Is it survey analysis, sir?
it's a survey analysis means it's a,
Primary
uh,
database collection details, sir.
not with a structured questionnaire, but we
Yes, sir.
have collected them because we asked them to write what are the 5 teaching methods they follow.
Oh,
Based
great.
on the grouping and collating the data, we are presenting you this information, sir.
Great, sir. Great, sir.
Got it, sir? Then, sir, with experience, I like to mention with you because people used to ask. These are all my ideas, sir. Whether just for your food for thought. Experiential learning methods, which will be more useful, which can be applied. Just as a recommendation, sir.
Correct, sir. 100%, sir.
Project-based
We need
field
to,
assignments we can
whatever the good
adopt.
things you mentioned, definitely it is useful
Trade
to the
shows.
research scholars and academicians, sir.
That's what, sir. That's what, sir. Trade shows, product presentations. I have visited one a local college here in Hyderabad. I find they conducted one product shows. At least it is their what you say signature event, and they used to conduct product presentation by a group of students. So they compete with another group, other groups. So they try to demonstrate how this product is very much useful. So it is similar to trade shows. I think it is a class environment, sir. Product presentation is a class environment. Trade shows, you know it. It is in a conference environment. Am I right, sir, Rajesh sir?
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Then industrial visits. If in and around industries are there, you can take the students for industrial visits so that they will experience, they will get confidence on themselves, and how the industry works also, they'll have opinions. Then job shadowing, I feel that it is a difficult task because somebody should allow you to go shadow him. So job shadowing also can be adopted provided the the other person it gives a freedom. Then interaction with industry managers, the poster presentations. Now, even medical colleges also used to visit for a accreditation purpose. I find more of a poster presentation like our MBA students. They also do poster presentations in annual conferences. And the next item is management labs. Did you ever come across such terms, sir? Commerce labs, management labs?
Yeah, we have student club activities. We have Green Club, Marketing Club, Finance Club.
That club is different, sir. That
Yeah.
club is different.
Hmm.
Here, I have visited one college in Hyderabad, sir.
Yes,
They
sir.
may be the pioneers in establishing a commerce lab. What they have done, they have in a small room, they have provided teaching material, like systems also they have provided. They have also provided what practical books of accounts the other organizations follow. So all these things they arranged in a systematic way, and they call like a science club. Now they are calling as a commerce lab. So it's a novel thought that you can also try. Then journaling means encouraging the students to write a diary and how their learning will be useful to them in the practical life. So management games, uh, this is a word normally many people use this management games. They say that we are adopting management games, but to implement this management games also, I think, sir, this is my view only. You need an expert who can conduct management games. Not everybody can attempt management game and be successful. This is my view, sir. Then flipped classroom. This flipped classroom concept I have learned when I was working with one business school. They used to tie up with the one US based business school. They used to offer a management program offered by the US business school. How they do is they send all PPTs, case studies in advance, and they ask the students here to prepare for it and to prepare on the material and case studies, and they will give the dates also when they come and when the case studies are going to be discussed. So immediately after they land here, maybe for 2 weeks, a faculty, this faculty will straight away will jump into the case and they try to discuss on it without giving fundamentals teaching and all these things. So it's a flipped classroom. Then movie-based learning, I think you might have attempted it also. But this is one professor, his name is Biswajit Patnaik. He is from Orissa. He is known as a Lagan professor. You might be knowing a film called Lagan. It was very much successful and it was one of the hit movie. And he used to adopt the same philosophy or approach in the classroom by showing the Lagan movie. So that is why he was becoming a Lagan professor, Lagan, because of his widely using of it. Then intercultural interactions. Say arranging with interaction with other executives or the peers of a different regions also. It provides them good learning, sir. It will be possible through maybe with what you say management events. But intercultural connections mean even going abroad also. Sometimes I have seen this culture in Dubai, sir, where many students from other countries they come for a 1 week visit, a 10 days visits as an immersion program, where they try to understand the culture of the local culture, and they visit some organizations, they interact with people, they understand the cultures. So this also gives a good learning, sir. And the last one is encouraging innovations and new ideas. See, I have seen some colleges which even they try to give their finances also like 5,000, 10,000 like this. The owners are more. They wanted to promote the entrepreneurship. They are ready to provide finance if you come with a good thought. So these are all the learning methods, which experiential learning methods, which can be adopted by faculties from commerce and management. Sir. So next. So this about just it's a last slide, sir. So now let's open for a discussions. Rajesh, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just I'll ask.
You want me to show? Yeah, based on your discussions, I can show and I can talk to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session. And now it's open for questions, audience interaction, question and answer session. Now we will open that floor with questions from the audience. Please raise your hand or type your question in chat box, and I will call on the priority of the participants. Please, anyone, any queries, doubts, you can text it in chat box or raise your hand so that we'll call it on priority. Thank you. I request academicians and scholars you can, based upon the discussion, you may ask some questions, sir will clarify the doubts.
So I think no doubts.
I think we'll ask Sir Ravindra Prasad sir and Dr. Ritu Singh madam and Dr. GP Nagesh sir. Anyone is having a doubt, please.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can I ask a question?
Please, madam.
Yes, madam, please go ahead.
Sir, how can we ensure that our students are eager to learn the employability skills during their curriculum? Because in many times there has been many instances where the employer has come, he has interviewed students, but then they say a common problem that the student lacks certain skills which hinders their employability, whether it is in case of jobs or whether it is in case of internships. How we can ensure in classroom that our students gathers enough curiosity to enhance their employability skills? We have, as in current times, there are if there are 10 vacancies, there are 100 candidates. But even then, employer who comes for the recruitment process says that it's hard to find a relevant candidate.
It's a many corporates have this same problem, and many education institutions also have the same problem, madam. Indeed, because see here patience is required from both the ends, madam. See, corporates should give their time. Corporates, now there is a concept of practical teachers also, practitioner teachers in a new education policy also. See, corporate should come forward to offer lectures, and education institutions also should know how to encash the experiences of the corporate.
Yes, sir.
If academic institute feels that it is very busy with exams and evaluation and all these things, it will end up with the same learning, theoretical learning. So for this, an interaction between institute and industry is very much desired, madam. Then only we will be able to provide a practical learning in the classroom. Many students, they see sustaining interest of the students is very difficult nowadays. That too in a zamana, in a modern mobile age.
Yes, smartphone is the biggest distraction these days.
But, madam, every family and every organization, every classroom, every society is facing the same problem, madam. See, now reading has come down, madam. Physical reading has come down. Now people adopted the easy way of easy going, and even in Hyderabad, I am observing people are ready to purchase all-in-one book or a question answer book, and they're happy with that. People are not reading the original text. So I think here a teacher, if he gains confidence, he has to pull the students into his a medium of instructions made, and he has to force the students now. But however, our control is also very much limited because, for example, in affiliated colleges, only 20 marks are with them, 80 marks are with the university. So control is only 20 marks. So difference we can show is only 5 marks at in 5-6 marks only from a best student to poor student. So slowly, madam, it happens when they gain confidence, when they feel that this is going to be helpful to them for their career, then only they will incline towards the learning of employable skills, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ritu madam,
Yes.
first any institute should
Hmm.
identify what is its focus.
Yes, sir.
I mean, employable skills. If 1 or 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, if it is reinforced or when it is discussed 2-3 times by the same faculty, by the same maybe a resource persons, an outsider. See, even if you tell 100 times also, it will not affect them. It will not influence them. Whereas an industry person, if he comes with a position of a CEO or a general manager, if he says something, that will have a big impact.
Hmm.
So, bringing corporate people to the classroom and making them to sit and give them a feedback in a semi formal manner, that would be better, made. Then definitely the students also will listen to it.
Okay, sir. So
Madam, the challenge is, see,
we
you may
have to increase the industry academia interaction
true.
in order to create. So we work on that area. We regularly arrange lectures of industry people for our students, and in every semester for every course, we make sure that they get at least one industrial visit
Mhm.
in
Good.
the nearby areas at least.
Madam, which institute, madam? I don't know your location.
Sir, I teach in University of Lucknow,
Good, madam.
situated in Uttar Pradesh.
Understood, madam. Lucknow is a very famous. Lucknow biryani is also famous.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
बोलिए, madam. Madam, वो see, slowly, madam, we have to bring the hidden talents in the students. So that is why, madam, one important thing, sir, Rajesh sir, and for all youngsters like you, madam,
Mm.
mentoring system, madam. It is very much. It is not been practiced in many colleges, madam.
So we practice the mentor system here also.
Mhm.
We also
We
practice, sir.
follow all the NEP guidelines,
Hmm.
which and we apply them very properly and in a very strict manner. Not a strict manner in the sense to we follow the guidelines and to
Serious manner.
so to make the knowledge acquiring process easier for the students.
Mhm. So mentoring system, madam, yeah, I have seen in the other countries also. Mentoring system is not given focus, but worldwide, this is one gray area, madam. You might be in your institute, it woke up and it is practicing, it's good, madam. Even Sanskrit School of Business is also doing. But mentoring system and career counseling, madam, the other one is. mentoring and career counseling should go hand in hand, na madam.
Yes, sir.
And people who are being designated as the mentors, they should know what is the mechanism, how it works. So we have to train our faculties on the mentoring system also, madam.
Okay, sir.
All of a sudden, if a youngster is given to mentor, they will talk something and they will wind up, they will complete the process. But it can also be go in a very systematic way, madam. And I have seen, I am sitting in a college. It is this college name is Ideal College. It is in Hyderabad. I found a big book, bounded book, madam, with every students with the 2-3 pages, what they have done, and how are they, and what are their aspirations. All these things it will be recorded in 2-3 pages, and it is binded form. It is there, madam. So such type of seriousness colleges also will be there. But 80-90% of colleges, they don't give that importance to mentoring system, madam. If I am right, maybe you also agree with me.
So in our institution, all the teachers were first given a bit of training, or you can say there was a 1 day workshop that how the mentoring system will be applied,
Right?
and then we were given some guidelines that we have to meet students. We have to, if we are not able to meet students, we can schedule a Zoom meeting for all the allotted students with us, and we have made their group also. And in every month, at least once in a month, we do meeting with all the students, and we ask them that how your studies are going, if you have any issues with the resource material, if you want any new books in the library, or any kind of issues. And we even allow them, if you have any issue which you do not want to discuss in front of everyone, you can schedule a time with us and meet us at that time.
Great, madam. That shows, madam. See, you have proved that your institute is very much serious on the mentoring system by your conversation.
Yes, sir.
And
Our leadership is quite very much centric, student centric, and by being student centric, they take care of the faculty development programs also.
perfectly, madam. Madam, do you have a handbooks like a student handbook and faculty handbooks also very much?
So we do not practice that. We teach in the classroom. We have lecture methods, and we give them notes. Sometimes in our discussion, we tell them that this book is available in library. This chapter you will find where you can find the relevant resource material.
Good, madam. Even there was some discussions recently I heard. Madam, I am a guy. Normally, I visit the best colleges, madam. I have visited almost 100 best institutions in our country. You name some institutions I have visited, madam. Just to see how how they have become best. Because best that appreciation comes from out of sheer efforts, na. Internally they have made the elements strong. Outcome is the best. They have the best faculties, they have the good students, and they have the best practices. Am I right, madam Ritu, madam?
Yes, sir.
See, best won't come just like that. See, you have to have a good students. Good students are the really igniting point for to make the institute the best, madam. If you have a best student, they will definitely make you alert. I worked with one institute in Bangalore. There, I found that the students are not very much interested in the studies. They have joined the course, they are coming and they are going. They come for relations with the other girl students and just time pass. That means for them, learning is not important. It's only just they wanted to pass the time, they are coming and going. So such an indisciplined organization, bringing like a seriousness, mentoring system, all these things, it won't work, madam. Am I right, Ritu madam?
Yes, sir.
If,
So
if
some discipline has to be installed in every institution.
fundamental, madam, fundamental.
Mm.
If discipline is foregone, discipline is not maintained, such institutes will find difficult in growth also.
Yes, sir.
And now you said that your leadership is very strong, very serious. That means they have some value system and they like to implement the same value system in faculties and students. That is how the institute will become strong.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Ritu madam, your background is psychology or management, madam?
Sir, I am a management graduate
Right?
and then PhD in management.
What's your topic, madam?
My topic was self-help group and bank linkage program, impact of self-help group and bank linkage in Uttar Pradesh.
Good, madam. Self-help groups is the one of the concept which is very much popularized in this Andhra Pradesh, madam, where I belong.
Yeah, during my research, during my literature review, I saw the content that in southern parts of India, self-help group and bank linkage program is more successful, or we can say it is more prevalent in comparison to northern India, where a lot of people were not aware of it. But now, in current times, since it has become the part of priority sector lending, banks are making sure that they are doing at least 20 to 30% lending via self-help groups
Hmm.
and trying to ensure that the groups which are taking money are
Hmm.
also aware about profit generating activities.
Excellent, madam. Madam, your studies like what you have studied, self-help groups. Self-help groups, what is the impact of self-help groups? How it has impacted their social development, economic development? Such analysis, if it is shared with students,
Hmm.
they will understand. And because when they go back, whether they do take up the higher studies or a placement or entrepreneurship, they will also be understand the positive side of the self-help groups, madam. Otherwise, it is a topic of interest for only researchers.
Yeah, we have an incubation cell also where we take sessions for students.
Excellent.
And in that incubation cell, there was a speaker once who also talked about, informed the students about self-help groups also, joint liability groups also, priority sector lending also.
Good, madam. It comes under MSc type of lending, na?
Yes, sir?
MSME,
Yeah, yeah,
medium
MSME, yeah.
MSME.
So,
So here in Hyderabad, there is one institute also, madam, which is a premier institute. It is called NIMSME, NIMSME or something. NIMSME, it's a premier institute, madam, which provides training for the small industry. If you have not aware, just browse their training programs also, madam. NIMSME.
okay, sir. Our institution also has a MOU signed with Indian Industries Association in Lucknow.
Oh,
So
good.
So we try that their speakers come on regular basis to inform our students about current programs.
Good.
And we ensure that they get some internship also during their curriculum.
Ritu madam, just as you are from Lucknow, I have a guy from I think he is from Aligarh University, and now he is my good friend. He is a director in ranking in one of the leading university in Bahrain.
Okay.
If you want any help on knowing about the ranking side or any lecture on that particular topic, accreditation and ranking,
Okay.
so we can arrange one session also through him, like an online session.
Okay, sir. I'll float the idea in my department and we can create a session.
And even Rajesh sir, you can also think of such ideas because
Yes, sir.
when opportunity is there, please try to encourage anybody who is in this session also. through Rajesh sir, you can contact me, or you can take my mail address and other things.
Okay, sir.
We can definitely have a best session.
Sir,
Any other queries, sir?
one more question asked by the participant, sir. Shall I?
Please, sir. Is it in chat?
Dr. GP Naresh are asking, could you please throw more light on the flipped classroom technique and its applications? So, sir asking some more information on flipped classroom technique and its implications, possibilities for implementations.
Yes,
Instead of sir, that means instead of direct instructions to the students in the classroom, what are the best ways?
Rajesh,
Classrooms techniques.
let me allow. Sir, this flipped classroom is providing an advance particularly resources. Learning resources are shared with the participants. It can be students or it can be trainees. So it will be shared in advance, and expectation is that trainees will read material and be thorough, become thorough on the fundamentals and prepare for the case discussions. So when faculty comes in the class, they don't start with the basics. They start with an understanding that you know it because you already have the background of working. Maybe as a particular faculty also asked. To my understanding, I think this is my opinion that flipped classroom can be adopted for a adults. It may be more successful, I think. See, sir, in a learning management system, we upload the slides. Learning management system is a software or a blackboard system where teacher has to upload his material, his notes, and slides also in advance. Those things only will be discussed in the class. You don't show on the same day the slides, but your slides already been uploaded. Only you will discuss on the points. So that requires a prior preparation of the students, sir, Rajesh sir. So implications is, see, the limited time will be, see, it will be more interactive discussions takes place in the classroom. Because teacher will not spend time on explaining, giving definitions, meanings, all these things will not be there. Prescribed books also, maybe in a PDF form, it will be uploaded. PPTs are given, shared. Case studies are also shared. So this requires preparation from the students, sir. Rajesh sir, you got it, my point?
Yes, sir, I got the point, and I think Dr. GB Nagesh sir also understood.
Nagesh sir, you are most welcome because feel free to interact with me.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to ask some other participant to ask the questions if you have any doubts. So Dr. Krishnan Naid sir, and Dr. G. Nagamani madam, and anyone is there to ask the doubts?
Sir,
Ms.
sir,
Krishnan,
myself, Dr. Nagmani, sir.
yes, yes,
Am I
madam.
audible, sir?
Madam, very much
Audible, madam. Yes.
Sir, please can I ask you a question on flipped classroom, sir?
Just
now you told that without the concepts in the classroom, we directly hand over the students with a case study and allow them to prepare for a few days. Then we are going to handle the case studies directly. But is this kind of exercises suitable for our environments where the students directly come from basic knowledge or even they don't have basic knowledge?
Nagamani madam, you know your limitations also.
That's what, sir.
Here, students are, if they
Actually,
one
sir, one thing, sir.
second, madam.
Let me finish, sir.
Please.
Actually, when I have been to IIM Bangalore for collecting of data regarding my PhD work,
Hmm.
there I just interviewed few students. How about their classrooms? How about their subject dealings, and how their faculty members discuss about the concepts? So they told me that they'll start with the case studies directly when they go to classrooms. I mean, when they start their MBA program,
Hmm.
they'll be handed over some case studies, and from case studies they'll learn a subject. So I think which is more suitable to such type of institutions where the students are having some experience at least.
Exactly, madam. Madam,
But
without prior experience, expecting a student that he has read everything and understood everything is way that will not work out, madam. I do agree with you. If it is a fresher, if it is a direct joinee from the degree, this flipped classroom cannot be adopted successfully there. Its purpose also will not be served. At least an experience of 3 years, 5 years of work experience is required. Then only they will understand how the organizations work and they will prepare for the case also.
such case, how we can apply for our institutions? Sir? In Andhra Pradesh, almost all the institutions are in this stage only. If you take any affiliated college, even outside of Andhra Pradesh also, say take Bangalore or somewhere Chennai, even they also dependent on the concepts purely, and then they'll go with the case studies.
True,
So
madam.
how we can implement, sir? How we can implement? Is there any other solution that directly, like we used to discuss small situations in the class, even before the concept. When I taught MOB and knowledge management and other kinds of subjects like PRM, first
True.
of all, I used to give them small
Hmm.
situations, simple situations, sir.
Hmm.
Like we find in open cases in Subbarao sir textbooks.
Hmm.
So I used to follow the same thing. But few students who are very bright, they are able to answer. But many of 90% of the students are unable to answer, sir.
True, madam. Madam, you see, to make class interesting, flipped classroom is a one mechanism or one method, madam, that may
Okay,
be
sir.
applied when students are already with a little knowledge,
Mm.
and they should be see they must feel already the need of the learning. For example, who joins in the particularly premier institutes. Sometimes people they apply for a leave and they will join the premier institutes. For example, Indian School of Business is there.
Yes, sir.
See, entry point itself, they will say that you must possess 2 3 years of work experience. After joining
Sir.
there, you will find people with 40 years experience, working experience, 30 years experience. When you mingle with them, that an environment is different, madam. Not like a small youngsters environment. Whereas if
Right,
you
sir.
have a class with only youngsters who are just degree pass, for them,
Mm.
flipped classroom cannot be directly applied, madam.
Right,
Means only some of the features can be applied. You cannot give case studies straight away.
right, sir.
Even
Sir,
I have
one
seen
more.
in I am Ahmedabad also, madam.
Right, sir.
Maybe you are also aware of it. See,
Yes, sir.
the faculties when they go for FDP in Ahmedabad, they are bound to work for case studies for tomorrow presentations, next day presentation.
Yes, sir.
So what it says is you must be thorough and you must prepare yourself. Straight away you cannot walk in the classroom and you will find surprises because you cannot interact with the group also.
Right, sir.
Madam, you have to see slowly, madam. First the teacher he must also be trained on using of methodologies, madam. The session that you have arranged now, it provided a platform to discuss all these things. 90% of colleges they don't conduct any programs on pedagogies. Am I right, madam? See,
Yeah, sir.
scenarios are a
Sir, one
different
more thing, sir.
scenarios that we
You,
have, madam.
yes, sir.
Sir, Nagamani madam, you agree with me?
Sir, one small question, sir.
Problematic,
Sir,
no.
sir.
How
Yes,
to
sir. I
solve
agree with you, sir. Sir, one more small question, sir.
From you, ma'am.
Here you described about that best students will make the... Hello, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Very much, madam.
Sir, Masthan, sir.
Hmm.
Best students make best institution. So how we can define best students, sir? Like who is having good score in their graduation, or like who are very good at actively participating in the
Sir Rajesh
classroom,
sir,
or
these
who
are
is
all
good at
comes from over a period of
examination,
time,
or
over a
who
period
is
of time.
obedient. Sir, what is that?
Madam, the students, for example, the IITs, IIMs are popular because of students only, madam. Because the reason is when the cream comes and join in a session,
Agree, sir. Agree. Yes.
they will also be very sharp and they will not allow a normal teachers to go in his own style. So they will challenge the teacher. So teacher will be to face these challenges. He will have to work 20 maybe 20 hours also sometimes in the beginning years. So that is how, see, always in my mind also, see, I find when there I was reading one article where it was mentioned as because of students, the teacher will become alert and teacher also will be more equipped. So when good teachers and good students,
Trust will develop.
the outcome also will be good. It's a word of mouth only, madam, not by
Yes,
advertisement
sir.
to get the best students.
Fine, sir. But efficient. You are 100% right, sir. But I want to ask one very best. Then what is the necessity of a best educational institution? So the best student can shine everywhere.
Madam, best student means who is the best student?
That's
We
what, sir.
only have to judge the best student.
Cream. What you are saying that it's a creamy layer. See, sir, whoever the student, say for example, the students are writing API set examination. From
Hmm.
10,000 ranks onwards, if he join into my college, say for example,
Hmm.
my college's first rank student is having 11,000 rank, so I have to treat him as the best student. But during the course of time, during the course of his education, he might not be able to present himself orally. So how can I treat him? He's the best. He is able to write examinations very well. He's able to do whatever the assignments I will give him, it's okay. But regarding, say, especially MBA education, sir, when it
Nagamani
comes,
madam,
sir,
At this point, because I also experienced similar situations, see,
sir,
madam, the students who are scoring the best marks may not be successful in the corporate also.
right, sir, that's what.
This is what we have seen. A person with a second class, that means 55% or 50 to 55% marks.
Huh.
Now, such students are shining and they are now general managers or CEOs of companies.
Yes, sir. In my past
I
experience,
have
also
my
my
own
students were
students,
there.
madam.
Yes, sir.
I have my own students who fought with me, sir, why you are not giving good marks?
That's what,
Now,
sir.
average students will shine in the corporate, madam. Best
Sir.
students may become a lecturer like us or
Huh.
may go in another field. But corporate environment is a different challenging environment, madam.
That's what I'm asking, sir. How can we define best student?
Marks is only one parameter, madam.
Uh,
Marks is only
Everyone,
one parameter.
what I want to say is every student will be having their own talents and they'll be good at entire
Exactly.
areas.
Exactly. Everyone has talent, madam. Talent is hidden. Only
Right.
our job is to uncover the that
Hidden talents.
and make them to aware that you have a talent. So
Right, sir.
building confidence and driving the student is the work that a teacher has to do.
Right, sir.
Even if you provide world best cases, all these things also, the student should be ready to take up.
Right,
So, madam,
sir.
as I have also worked
Sir,
with
one more thing,
different
sir.
scenarios, madam. Different scenarios. For example, in Saudi
Okay,
Arabia,
sir.
madam, Saudi Arabia, I'll tell you some
Mm,
situations.
mm,
The best student is
mm.
there, maybe a good in obedient and all these things.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes he will not be happy because a disturbance in his family also sometimes impacts him.
Yes, sir.
And his father, he got into another marriage, so his family
Mm.
disturbance is there. So these are all situational. Home is also work.
Situational factors will be there, sir. Right, sir.
True, madam. Maybe I think Samskriti School of Business has a good, strong faculties who are industrious now.
Sir, I'm from KSRM College of Management Studies, sir, Kadapa.
Kadapa, acha, madam.
Yes, sir.
You are from Kadapa district, madam. Kadapa.
Yes, Kadapa. Kadapa, sir. Proper Kadapa. KSRM College of Management Studies, sir. I'm the in-charge principal over here.
Mhm.
I've been working in this field since 22 years, sir.
In management academics.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
And
Madam,
I've done my
how about your maybe madam, drive the students to read original books, madam. My request to all the faculty members is make them to read good books. Slowly,
yes,
that
sir.
habit is also coming down or decreasing.
Yes, sir. Last before 2 years, up to 2 years back, like when
Hmm.
actually we were associated with SV University till 2010, sir.
Hmm.
Our institution has been established in 1995. So
Hmm.
up to 2010, we have been associated with SV University. Till that point of time, all the students were very good, sir. They used to refer the textbooks because none of the faculty used to give any material or any notes, nothing else.
True.
So they
Good.
have to prepare, they have to prepare on their own only.
Hmm.
So they used to go to the library and take the textbooks and they used to prepare from that. Later, when we entered into JNTU affiliation in 2011,
Hmm.
up to 1 or 2 years, it was fine. But later, some kind of big books, whatever you said in our during the
Hmm.
course of this
Hmm.
lecture, sir, that
Hmm.
big books have entered into the market. Once the big books have entered, the students have started reading that only. Though they are consisting of several mistakes or several dumping of the information from internet,
Hmm.
so the students used to deal with them only. So
Nayamani madam.
strictly,
Nayamani
sir,
madam. This
sir,
AI, chat
uh,
GPT, all these things
uh,
may be doing good for some, but it is
uh,
affecting the teaching and learning process, madam.
sir.
Dr. Ritu madam, you
Hmm.
also agree with us?
Um,
Hello, Rituma.
ChatGPT has uh,
Nowadays,
has
Ah.
helped has harmed more than helped to students.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Madam, see, some of the people are there. Even technology has gone to such a level, and if you give a question, they will get an answer in a 10-15 minutes itself. They
But
said,
that
this is
answer
the
is
answer.
not appropriateness, sir. That answer is not appropriate.
That is
Suppose
what.
if you give suppose if you give a statistical problem, which is very hard to understand even for a human being, ChatGPT cannot produce solutions, sir. That's what we are already verified and
Hmm.
shown
But
to my
it's
student
okay to
also.
be
Agree, madam.
curious.
Hmm. So
Shown to
definitely,
my students also,
just a message to all of you also. My friend is there. His name is Dr. Arun.
sir.
Arun Vijay. He is working in Dammam University for the last 15 years. 15 years.
Okay, sir.
And he has published so many articles, maybe a scopus, maybe 15, 20 articles are there. He's a good
Hmm.
researcher also.
Hmm.
But he was mentioning to me, sir, when an young scholar asked, what are the topics which are going to be published more? He said that if you if you convert your topic and add words, artificial intelligence or ML, all these things, and your article will be published.
Because they are in trending.
Because no, what he mentions is you have to add the new technology, emerging technology. We cannot go on criticize also.
Yes, sir.
So research on artificial intelligence in teaching, really, it is a gray area to me because I am not using artificial intelligence or chat GPT. But I immediately, when I see immediate answer is brought to me, then I will understand that this is definitely helped by this new mode.
But latest examples it is not able to provide, sir. If you ask about any latest examples of organizations like by teaching
Hmm.
different concepts, ChatGPT is
Hmm.
unable to provide. That
True,
examples we
madam.
have to prepare on ourselves.
Yes, madam. Madam, it is more, as you rightly mentioned, that classes should start with by teacher in a scenario-based questions or provoking questions only. Through provoking questions only, we can make alert student.
Yes, sir. Sir,
See,
one problem I have been facing among the students, sir, since 20 years, right now, whenever I discuss about the concept, whenever I deal the examples in the class, they're very fine. They will listen and there will be two-way interaction. But
hmm,
when I poses questions to them
hmm,
regarding the already completed concept, they won't answer, sir. So
hmm.
how can I make them to answer for my
You
questions? Like,
mean that they are more reading or they are more talkative? You mean?
no, they are not negative, but they are not able to answer the questions. Like, simply, for example, if I have discussed the research types in the yesterday's class, so I
Hmm,
asked them to come to the class after reviewing them once again. And tomorrow I'm
hmm,
going to pose questions on this particular concept.
hmm,
So, and the next
hmm,
day, if I pose the questions, only
hmm.
one or two students will open their mouth and rest of the students will keep quiet.
That
They
means
feel that as if I am not asking them.
Madam, Nagamani
Yes,
madam, that
yes,
means
yes.
throwing books, they are
Uh,
throwing books after the class.
so
They
how can
hate,
I
huh?
make them to review?
No, it is a home ground, madam. Here, see our association with them is only 1 hour, 2 hours, madam. But they spend more time in the environment where more mobile usage and all these things are happening,
Yes,
na?
sir. That's a major distraction.
Ah,
What Ritu madam said.
maybe, madam. I saw a friend. His kid is just 3 4 years old, sir, Rajesh sir. But he was mentioning to me that
Yes, sir.
4 or 5 years kid, that kid has read 300 books, sir. I was surprised.
Oh,
He's a
300 books.
Tamilian. He's a Tamilian. He with a planning only maybe from since childhood. He brought his daughter to read the books. He's proudly he says, my daughter has finished 300 reading of 300 books. You will be surprised. A third standard student, huh? Reading 300 books.
She is having trust for knowledge which has been habited by her parents.
Madam,
Hmm.
indeed, we have to encourage, madam, loud
Yes,
reading,
sir. Yes,
loud
sir.
reading, and reading of books. Madam, you can adopt madam, I was successful, madam, open book reading, open book test, madam. Open book test. You give a chapter and see that some 1 or 2 questions are asked in some question. Then let them bring the books and write.
Okay.
But it should be, madam, don't make it as another big task for you. Just if you wanted to make more innovative method, adopt this also. This I learned from one American professor, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's a
Thank you.
learning from peers, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rajesh sir, anything, sir?
Great, sir. Thank you so much for your long session and enlightening session. And I hope that every participant got their answers, the relevant answers.
Sir, Rajesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Rajesh sir,
Yeah.
those who attended this meeting
Yeah.
and including me, we are all learning by sharing our ideas, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ritu madam, am I right, madam?
Agree,
It's a
sir.
collaborative learning, madam.
100%, sir. It's a collaborative learning. Definitely, we need to
Collaborative
move
learning.
forward.
No one is perfect, sir. We all have to learn as the time permits and as the chance permits.
Certainly, sir. Certainly, we need to move
And
forward.
I will be with you, sir. Don't worry, I will be with you. I have a
Thank you.
wide connections in UAE, Dubai, and Saudi Arabia, and I can request our professors who are there working there to offer any insights, maybe on a specific topic, maybe a 30 minutes or 40 minutes, directly to your students or faculties. Even students are also good. Some charts, something is there, sir. I hope you are giving the feedback forms.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Please collect, sir. Indeed, I am thankful to first.
Yeah. Just now, sir. Just, sir. I would
Yes.
like to just know the feedback link for the session is shared, and I hope that the participants can look up for the feedback link and they can fill it as soon as possible. And thanking you for your kind cooperation and patience throughout the session. I would like
Thank
to bring some other important key elements, key points, summary points through our Professor Mastan sir. Mastan sir given very valuable points. I want to summarize some of the key points.
please, sir.
Sir linked his experience, his own experience and international experience with the management education. What are the different issues, problems, and the classroom teaching methods, and with the real-time examples he brought into the discussion. And definitely, this kind of live information definitely will useful to the all faculty members who are working in India and abroad. Definitely, they have known the different cultures in UAE and Saudi Arabia, how the things are going on, especially when it comes into the experiential learning in management education. And you sir covered NCCT new trainer adapted to excel in training NCCT and training models, developing the training models and learning approach 70-20-10 approach, 70-10-20-10 approach, and also KSA approach, open book test, video, project-based learning, oral presentations, and learning approach, learning approach of especially 70 is to 20 is to 10. And also, SAR come up with different explanation learning methods which are helpful for the management education students. Sir given the overview on trade shows, student classrooms, classrooms related things, and also movie based learning and role play, group discussion, seminars, and lot of things short shared. Especially, we should really appreciate the session which went on, especially from the. I thank really to the participants, and they come up with a different kind of examples, and they come up with a different kind of doubts, and especially Sar shared the real lifetime experience. Sar worked in different tenures, different working conditions. Sar bringing the issues and problems and solution to the faculty. Definitely, the session is so much fruitful, and it is helpful to the participants to come up with new ideas and concentrate on new research issues and problems on this area. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank today resource person Dr. Masthan sir for enlightening the participants on the topic of experiential learning in management education, a global experience. I thank all participants who attended the session with a lot of interest, passion, and now I shared already feedback form. The session remains up to 5 to 10 minutes. It will remain open. You can fill it. And All time good things come to an end. An end, every end has a new beginning. Hope that today's session would add the value to your knowledge, and hope to meet all you in tomorrow's sessions. 13th June, resource person Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Dandage, the Associate Professor and Program Director, Ramcharan School of Leadership, MIT World Peace University, Pune, for the topic of co-creation work as an experiential learning method. Thank you, one and all, and have a nice day. Thank you so much for your active participation throughout the session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much, sir. Ritu
Thank
madam,
you so much.
Nagamani madam. Thank you
Thank
so much.
all participants, Nagamani
And to
madam.
all the participants, particularly because they could not talk to me.
Yes, yes, sir. Sujata madam, Bhuvneshwari madam, everybody.
Your
Sumaira,
senior.
Alluru, Fatima, Shenwas, everybody. Dr. Ritu Singh, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks to
All
one and all.
participants.
Thanks to you, sir. Rajesh, sir.
Thanks, sir, your kind patience, the long hours. Thanks for your great attention towards Sanskriti School of Business, and we thanks the management for giving the opportunity to conduct this event. And also, we very much thankful, like a senior professor like you, and spending a long hour and sitting with us, along with us, and sharing your lifetime experience. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Right, sir.
With your permission,
I'll we can end the session.
we'll
Right?
end the session, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye.